Welcome you guys. So in last lecture we discussed about storage roots and nodular roots. So today we are going to discuss a new topic, so that is breathing roots. So breathing roots are also called as respiratory roots. Are also called as pneumatophores. So these are the other names for breathing roots. So we are discussing now in last class, the roots are modified to perform storage function, we call as storage roots. In nodular roots, the roots helps in a nitrogen fixation. So here the roots helps in a respiration process, exchange of gases. So that's why we call as a respiratory roots or breathing roots. In some plants, it is grows in mangrove areas. So mangrove areas are completely waterlogged conditions is present. Means there is no proper amount of O2. It is not available for plants, right? So in mangrove areas, waterlogged conditions. The water, it is entirely present in the soil, in every particle of the soil, in every part of the soil that is completely filled with the water. So that's why in those situations there is no proper amount of O2 and poor in aeration. There is no proper amount, there is no sufficient amount, it is not present for plants. So in that time, so here the breathing roots, it is helps in that process. So with the help of some structures, so those structures are called as lenticels, are also called as, these are pneumatothores. So I will draw the diagram. Some of the plants, so these are present in mangrove areas. So it is a root. So it is a tap root, and some of the branches of this root, it will come outside. So with the help of these structures, it can perform respiration process. So these are the structures are called as lenticels, right? So generally the roots are positively geotropic and negatively phototropic. But here in breathing roots, the roots are positively phototropic. Positively phototropic means towards the light. Positively phototrophic and negatively geotrophic. Right? So with the help of these structures, so easily it can perform that respiration process. So examples are Avicennia and Rhizopora. Right? So it is about breathing roots. So later we will discuss about photosynthetic roots or assimilatory roots. photosynthetic roots are also called as assimilatory roots. So here the roots are performing what is a process? So that is about a photosynthesis. So that's why we call as these are a photosynthetic roots. So if the roots, if they want to perform a photosynthesis process, so here it is requirements. Some of the requirements. What are the requirements for photosynthesis? So it's having a chlorophyll and it's requiring a CO2 and sunlight. So then only it can prepare food material by the help of a photosynthesis process. So here the roots are chlorophyllous roots. Chlorophyllous roots. So these are in a green in color, right? So these are the roots. It is in green in color. So with the help of sunlight and CO2, easily it is performing the photosynthesis process. So see, I will draw the diagram. So some of the aquatic plants like a trapa and Tiniopillum. So these are the plants. So those are the roots. It's having green in color. It is having a chlorophyll. So that's why it's easily it can perform photosynthesis process. Examples for this one: what? Tiniopillum and Trapanatums. It helps in assimilation process. So that's why we call as a assimilatory roots, right? I hope it is helpful for you guys. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.